from U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. This is Madden NFL 21.
And we find ourselves at the stadium that played host to Super Bowl 52, the wondrous U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Minnesota Vikings. Dan Bailey now to put the ball in the air, and we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Here's Minshew, and he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. His big tight end, Tyler Eifert, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
10 at the 25-yard line.
Looking to throw it. Minshew to Thompson on the screen. And right away, he lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And they are going to bring this one back. It's a fumble return, a scoop and score for the Vikings.
Dan Bailey lining up.
So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score. And a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
We'll be singing in the shower post-game. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And this carries into the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the second time here in this game. Minshew and the Jags now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now a first carry here for Robinson. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Anthony Harris.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
And 1 at the 34-yard line.
Now Minshew. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
We often talk about understanding the playbook, understanding progressions, and understanding what the defense is doing. We saw all of that on that play. Great recognition and understood where his running back was going to be. Found a way to have him leak out underneath, hit him with the football, and they picked up the first down.
At the 44-yard line.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep.
The wide receiver, the ball carrier, brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. They run. Robinson. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Minshew throwing on 3rd down. Yeah, that one going to be knocked away and incomplete. There to knock that one away defensively, Eric Kendricks.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. And right away, he'll look to throw. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
Ball carrier. Adam Gotsis on the tackle.
From the 25 on second down, Cousins. This one brought in by Jefferson. And now running right through him. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent. And they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a long night.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on third down. And third down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a fourth down.
And it is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Jags take over in terrific field position. So they take a big chance here in their own territory, and you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right, the social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room? Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter. I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
And now the throw taken in by Chark and brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
The Jaguar first down.
A first carry now for Thompson, and he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
Kendricks in on the tackle. 2 yards.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From the 22, Minshew, the throw taken in by Cole. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll run on first down. Robinson looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage.
Harrison Smith.
The tackle made there by Harrison Smith.
No gain on the play. Brings up second and 10.
Looking to throw on second down. Minshew. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Complete to
Laviska Shenault there to make the grab. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up.
And no matter how it comes about, when you get good field position, you have to make the defense pay. Short fields usually make for good offense.
Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Now KJ Osborne. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Vikings take over first and 10.
The Vikings taking the field here for their second drive of the game. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets them to 2nd and 4. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 36. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
To throw is Cousins. toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. The linebacker, Miles Jack, able to knock that one away. Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is third down. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Stepping up, he'll try and run. He'll pick up 7 there on the first down keeper. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal.
At the 3-yard line.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Kyle Rudolph hauling that one in from Cousins. And the Vikings have taken the lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Dan Bailey to kick off for Minnesota.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Look at DJ Chark as he and the rest of the offense head back out. You would have to think they're going to make it more of a priority to get him the football. You're losing here in the second quarter, and he's been really quiet.
I think all we have to do, and it's too bad we can't actually see the actual play sheet now from the coordinator, because he's looking down at that and saying, okay, do I put him in different spots? Do I try and isolate him? What routes do I run? You're exactly right. They've got to get the ball in his hands and get their offense kick-started.
He does have the 2 catches, but pretty quiet so far. On second down now, it's Thompson. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Minshew, first and 10. Connection made with Chenault. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
A 6-yard pickup.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. And that is incomplete.
I'll tell you what, these last couple of drives, much better from a defensive perspective. They gave up a touchdown on the opening drive, and then after forcing a punt on their last possession, it looks like they're going to get the football back again.
And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And that last touchdown drive they had very balanced. How key is that balance?
It's huge because most of the time when we talk about balance is run, pass, almost 50-50. But most of the times when you talk to offensive coaches, they say balance is we do what we want when we want to. And that means that they're ahead of the defense, keeping them on their heels.
Yeah, they imposed their will on that last drive. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. He was looking for his tight end there, Kyle Rudolph. And now it's second down.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot.
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 26. A big play there just before halftime. 41 yards.
That is the exact right play call against that defense. So a hat tip to the offensive play caller because he won that part of the chess match. But give credit to his players as well. They won the execution part of it.
First down, here's Cousins on the move to his left. And that'll be incomplete. He was looking for Adam Thielen there. And it's second down.
Incomplete. It's second down and 10.
47 is the mic. 47 is the mic.
Again, it's Cousins. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Jags grab it. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
Fumble on the play. Recovered by Jacksonville.
So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
After review of the play,
Partner, they're less than 2 minutes to go in the game, which means that this challenge was initiated by the fellas in New York.
And if you're the coach, you're thinking, thank you, New York. So now, just like that, things change dramatically. It's 1st and goal. Cousins now after the fumble recovery. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Jared Wilson. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. No reason to do anything foolish as they'll snap it one more time on 1st down. The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, right, Brandon. Thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone, to this slimmed-down version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. It was a strong first half for the veteran quarterback, Kirk Cousins. His guys have the lead, as we'll hand it back over to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
Return. The Vikings take over 1st and 10.
Kirk Cousins and the Vikings offense back on the field. And he's had some time to chew on that interception he threw on his last drive back in the first half.
Well, normally we say you want to get him right back out on the field and play again, right? But as you mentioned, had the halftime, had to stew about it a little bit. Maybe he'll have a chance to relax a little, kind of laugh and chuckle and let it go.
He'll hope to respond positively here to start the third quarter. And his throw is incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Well, they've done a good job on these receivers, pretty much held them in check. They're a little too close for comfort.
And you're always looking for a play to get you going, right? You're looking for someone to make one. But maybe this penalty, this pass interference call, that can help shake them loose.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Cousins. And Rudolph has it left side. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
3rd and 7.
Cousins. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st. And the Vikings are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1 yard line.
Gain of 8 brings up
2nd down and goal. Cousins, and he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. From a yard out, and the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
It's good, and it is now 21-7. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it's polished off by a Vikings score.
Dan Bailey to kick off for Minnesota.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this carries into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. Minshew going to lead up the Jaguars 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
Glad to have you with us from Minneapolis. Third quarter here, 2nd and 10. From the gun, Minshew to throw. To the left side here for Eifert. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the...
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. And he's able to put it through. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Takes this about 5 yards deep, and no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Marching back out there, ready for the next possession. Here comes the Vikings defense. This crew, they're kind of the story of the game, aren't they? I think they're playing better than, if you look at all the phases, they're playing the best.
And never underestimate...
A defense?
Not just a defense, but on a team competition. Because they're all trying to put it together to win a ball game. But one side really would like to be more responsible than the other. And right now the defense is looking at its own offense and saying, don't you worry about it. We've got this. We've got you today. And have a nice little grin of satisfaction on their face.
I see a grin of satisfaction on your face.
Me? I'm all about it. Yeah, I am. I'm pretty excited to see a defense do what they're doing.
He is all smiles. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Jacksonville.
Minshew sets to throw. He's got it complete to Thompson. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Minshew got an open man. Keelan Cole. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
Gain of 9 yards.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Again, Minshew looking to throw. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
2nd and 6.
It'll be Minshew again. This throw over the middle taken in by Cole. And he gets it down to the 32. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First down, Jaguars.
3 quarters in the books. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun is Minshew. Open out of the left side, this is Cole. A gain of 6 there on first. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Minshew with a throw caught by Eifert, the tight end. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
On first down, it's Thompson. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9.
On the carry.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
On 2nd and a couple. Minshew looking end zone, but it's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a first down. Instead, it's 4th. A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th. They'll run for it with Robinson. And he's brought down, but not before picking up the first with a very effective stiff arm. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
At the 6-yard line.
Here's Minshew. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
And this offense on 3rd down today, not good. 0 for 4 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. They'll try and run. This is Robinson. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Jaguars make some inroads here on that deficit.
But they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
The kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Oh, did the Jags get this? Yes, Jags football. Well, that certainly makes things more interesting. You get the score, then you get the onside kick. A little uphill battle still, but a start.
It's not mission accomplished, but the plan is working. They are in a great spot right now, and the best part, they put the defense right back out on the field after having already scored.
Yeah, they've got the momentum here now.
8 yards on the pickup.
At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
And that was a beautifully executed screen pass. He let the rushers get upfield and get the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front, completed the pass beautifully. So now you've got all that open space with big guys leading the way.
To the left side here for Eifert.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
You cannot do that.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And the Vikings are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. 50-yard. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down.
3rd down and 10.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. That's caught inside the 20. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Cousins gives way to Cook. And this carry, despite the good move, will be stopped short of the 10. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. This will be caught just inside the 10. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. On 3rd and 1, here's Cousins. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Cousins able to connect with Adam Thielen, and the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning, right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Dan Bailey to kick off for Minnesota.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will make it into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Jacksonville back on offense and ready to take over. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that.
Now Minshew has it knocked out. Fumble. And this belongs to the Vikings.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. And Rudolph has got it. The big tight end for a Viking touchdown. Kyle Rudolph, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Vikings capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Dan Bailey to kick off for Minnesota.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will make it into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast. He's got a man, complete. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. Looking to throw it, Minshew. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Defense.
Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty is a result of that hit there.
Now Minshew on 1st and 10. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
42.
Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21.
To kick off for Jacksonville.
Here's Osborne. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Jay Osborne on the return. The Vikings take over 1st and 10.
And now out comes Minnesota. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill, but remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes. And that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
Bailey now for the extra point.
Point after.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. Fighting through pressure.
The conversion is no good on the fake extra point.
Well, I have to admit, I'm scratching my head a little bit here trying to make sense of what I just saw. Number one, huge lead. Just kick the extra point and be done with it. Number two, if you are going to go for two, just line up and go for it from the 2-yard line. Why make it so difficult? That's a long way to go to try and pick up some points.
10 at their own 25-yard line.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
Yeah, we'll see if they go back to base. To throw again on 2nd down. Minshew. And he'll get this underneath to Thompson. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
Complete to Chris Thompson.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys are just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.